Hi guys, this video is to show you how to make a turret tape for your DonnyFL Taipan veteran speed dialer. Um, TurretLabels.com works slick as snot for making any labels that you need for your gun, and it's my go-to program. All right, the first thing you're going to want to do is actually sign in, make yourself an account. That way it'll actually save your progress. You can save turret labels and go back and look at them. You can still make them and print them if you don't make an account, but it's such a painless process. I don't see why you wouldn't do it. All right, first off, go to where it says, up here where it says create label. You get a menu of 4 options. I always use the elevation and windage and never these bottom two. I haven't found a use for them yet. For our purposes today, windage is the one that we want. It works, it's a little bit more appropriate for our purposes. So click on windage. And what will happen is you'll get, yours won't look like this. This is an old one that I had that I've been kind of playing around with, and I'll modify it for this video. But first thing you need to do is put in your turret dimensions. Now the DonnyFL speed dialer is 15.3 millimeters in diameter. The turret height is actually like 19.4 millimeters, but I don't want the actual tape to go all the way to the end. I want to leave some knurling on the end to make it, give me some friction for adjustment. So I want mine to be 12 millimeters high. Feel free to adjust this as much as you want. The wider it is, you tend to get more room for more rows, and the font can be a little bit bigger. Make it 1 click per MOA. And I'm going to have 12 adjustments per revolution. You could make it 8, you could make it 6, 5, 1, 4. I mean, whatever you want. I find 12 is a nice happy medium for getting fine adjustments, but still the numbers are big enough for me to read. Okay. So once you got all that filled in, click on the next tab here, which is General. Type in a name if you want. I don't. Pick a background color. Obviously, I've picked black. Default font color, I've picked white, and Free Sans Bold works fine for me. I don't change that too much, but I have a black and white printer only, and so if I have to add color, I'm going to have to use it with a marker afterwards, which works just fine. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the third tab, which is Data. This is where you input all your dope onto the tape. And the first thing you want to do so you don't get confused is go down here where you see the left and right. You can put the data in the turret on 2 different sides, and it can get really confusing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the right tab and delete everything in all of these boxes. Uncheck the legend and pointer for all of these. Now, when you do it, you just did it maybe for band 1, you got to go back and do band 2, delete the right-hand side stuff. See, I've already got mine already all deleted. Click on band 3, make sure you're on the right part, delete everything out. We're going to collect or input all of our data only on the left-hand side and go all the way around the turret that way. Okay. So I'm going to, band 1, I've already got some of the data already clicked in. Make sure I'm on left, and you can see some data that I have clicked in. Okay. I numbered mine 000, 001, 002. It doesn't matter what you number them, just number them something different so that you know when you put this on your speed dialer and you shoot your gun and you find its velocity, you'll know, for example, that 000 is 800 feet per second. And then when you tighten your dialer up, you'll know that 011 is 820 feet per second. And so you'll be able to write down the dope that we're going to come back in later and change before we print. Band 1 is already filled in. You see how I've got the legend and pointers already filled in. I'm going to go ahead and delete 1, show you what the legend and pointers are. Okay, so this here is a pointer. You can see the pointer went all the way through. It starts at the bottom and it'll go all the way up to the third one if I want to put it there. You don't have to fill in each of these boxes. So when you're done, if you find out you didn't want to put a setting at 000, you can delete it. It'll kind of make your turret look a little bit nicer. I prefer having as much data as possible on mine, so I kind of leave them. This was 000. I do want a legend and pointer. When you got your first row filled in, to get the middle row here, you've got to go to band 2. And I've already got band 2. Go from right, make sure you're on the left-hand side. I've already got band 2 filled in. So I started out 0 through 11 on the bottom. So then I started at 12 as the next one, went all the way to 23. Now I need to fill in band number 3. Make sure I'm on the left. I ended at 23, so the next one's 24. I'm going to add a legend and a pointer. And you'll see what happens as you make changes. This preview up here will actually make the changes so that you can see what you did. So it's being a little slow, but it should show a legend and pointer here in a second for that one. Anyway, I need to go back through and I'll add all the rest of my data. And when I'm done with that, show you what else to do. Be back in a second. So when I'm back and I've already just finished all the data, didn't want to waste time showing that on the video. But now basically your generic tape is ready to go. So you're going to print it out and we're going to attach it to the gun. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually save this. So success label has been created. It's been saved in my account. Now I'm going to download it to my computer. And this is the 11th one I've made. I've been playing around with it quite a bit. So you're just going to open up this PDF file. This is what it'll look like when you print it. I'm going to go to the print button. Once your tape's cut out, you need to attach it to the dialer. One way you can remove the dialer to attach it if you want, or I'm kind of lazy and I don't like to take that. I take the stock off actually and then wrap it around the speed dialer. I'm going to finish this example not using a DonnyFL speed dialer. My Taipan Veteran Long has a custom stock and it needed a bit longer adjuster for me to grab onto, so I made a slightly larger tape to use. For the DonnyFL adjustment, with the data I've given you so far, one piece of cellophane tape, double-sided sticky tape, fits just about perfectly along the back. You do need to cut one side of the black ends off so that it doesn't overlap on your numbers. Doesn't matter which one, but just make sure you trim one of those off. Then apply your tape. Again, on the DonnyFL one piece will fit all the way across. This is just a rough draft one, so I don't need it to have it be perfect. Take your speed dialer and apply it. Black side down first. So next we just need to collect all of our data. Put on our chronograph. And 772. All right, so now we've got all our data collected. It's time to change all the generic numbers into the actual data that we collected. So I'm going to use this front row for my JSB Monster redesigns. I actually only need 2 pieces of data for this row. Here at 008, this is where I'm on band 3, sorry, band 1. Here at 008, the actual velocity is 870. I am also going to leave click 00. This is where it shoots at about 900 feet per second, which is about the max. And so you'll see up here that is changed for me. If I had a color printer, I'd probably change those to red just because the tin of the JSBs is red. So let me show you how to do that. If I wanted to change the legend color to red, drag that over to red. I just clicked here on that, click off of it, and those should turn red. Okay. Yeah, just like so. Now I'm just going to make it look good the way I like it. I forgot I don't have a colored printer, so making that red right here is kind of pointless. It'll print off gray and make it hard for me to color red later on. So the legend color, instead of being red, I am going to make it white again. I'm going to make the legend on band 3 a gray color so it doesn't just pop quite as much. That'll do it. I think I'll leave the middle one white and I'll color this one red when I get a chance. So I might even make let's make the pointers gray as well so they don't stand out quite as much. That'll work. See if they show up gray on all of them or if I have to go back. Probably have to go back. Wouldn't hurt anyway. Good enough. Okay, yeah, so now they're all gray. You know, I almost like the gray background on all of them. I'll leave it like this and I'll color the front ones red. Okay, so now we're ready to print. I'm going to download it. Open up the PDF file. Make sure you're printing the PDF file at the size of 100% so it's not fitting to page. And attach it to your gun, and you're good to go. You need to make sure, for example, if I just got done and I left the gun shooting the JSB monsters at 900 feet per second, I want to make sure that the tape lines up. This 900 lines up at the top of adjustment knob so that they line up correctly. Okay, and then remember you got to cut out one side of the black so it'll fit on there.